Hi, my name is Jessica and I'm the Family Engagement Coordinator here at Insight School of Minnesota. Welcome to the 2018-19 ISMN Parent Information Session. This session is for upcoming 7th and 8th graders, so for students that are currently in 6th and 7th grade. If your student is in 8th grade, you will want to watch the high school recording. Today's focus is on upcoming 7th and 8th graders, highlights and celebrations from our current school year, and a preview for next school year, including the middle school model, technology and curriculum enhancements, and additional programming and supports. Then last, we will review your plans for the 2018-19 school year. ISMN is in its current 9th school year. Our enrollment sits at 535 with middle school continually enrolling. Our 2018 graduating class is 64 students. This year we introduced a new format for student and learning coach accounts. This year we also welcome new student support staff, including a new high school advisor, 2 new family academic support liaisons, and 2 special education case managers. School, community, and instruction. So the middle school model that is currently in place is going to be continued into next year. This means there is a set schedule for each grade. The 6th through 8th grade attendance is required in all of their Class Connect sessions. The Insight Class Connect room, which is called Insight Study Hall and led by the middle school advisor, will continue next year. And then small group sessions for additional support and one-on-one meetings are also still going to continue next year. Here's an example of the current middle school model. This will stay the same with 3 classes occurring between 8:30 and 11:30, lunch and work time between 11:30 and noon, and then the Insight Study Hall from noon to 3, with Fridays being a very large homework day as well as the resource hours, small group time, and one-on-one times with teachers. Technology and curriculum enhancements. As I mentioned before, last year we rolled out a new format for learning coaches and students. They will be greeted by the current learning coach experience that they were greeted with this year. Designed directly from real learning coach feedback, this single view will allow learning coaches to easily know what students should be completing each day and to monitor student performance and progress through their courses, regardless of the platform on which the courses are delivered. So if you have someone who are 2 students, one in middle school, one in high school, it's the same exact account, you just switch between the students. So it's a very nice, easy, modern look. Students in grades 6 through 12 will experience the same schedule views, so not different from this year, which will be a nice, easy transition into next school year. The daily and weekly views incorporate Class Connect sessions, and these are printable views. There's also the overdue task that allows students to see which assignments they have overdue, and they will never have to second guess whether or not they've completed everything on their schedule for the day. Additional supports and programming. This year, we have included several local student and family programming. The teacher-led book club is new this year, where one of our teachers leads this Class Connect session twice a week for students and teachers who are reading the book to go over discussion points, questions, and chat about that. Social hour this year is FEC-led with the live class occurring Fridays from 2 to 3, and that will continue next year. And this is just a time for students to use the chat box and the whiteboard, just kind of hang out and get to know each other. Next year, the plan is to have quarterly learning coach meetings, so 4 meetings per year to kind of go over the important things that learning coaches should be looking for. So school-wide announcements, events, answering any questions, and going over any new program initiatives if applicable. Right now, our middle school advisor has a YouTube channel, so she posts videos with navigation information as well as walking students through Microsoft Office and how to use those applications. So that is a nice resource for middle schoolers. I send out monthly newsletters through a program called SMORE. These are sent out to students and learning coaches to your emails, and this just kind of highlights the monthly must-knows, everything that students and learning coaches should look for in the upcoming month. So these are usually sent out during the first week of the month. We also do our best to hold monthly events for students, whether that be face-to-face events or virtual events. We hold a yearly Spirit Week, which typically occurs after winter break, so in January. Next year, we are going to plan events throughout the state. We recognize that not all students and families can make it to our Twin Cities face-to-face events, so teachers will be volunteering for these events that are in the region that they live in. We have an Insight School of Minnesota Facebook page that we are increasingly using, so this includes upcoming events, announcements, tips, school-wide information, so it's a really good one-stop shop for any information you should know. K-12 offers opportunities to connect with other K-12 students from across the nation through more than 50 clubs that are offered in a variety of topics for students. K-12 National Summer Programming offers students ways to stay connected through the summer and ways for new families to begin engaging in online sessions. K-12 offers national college and career workshops throughout the year to keep middle school and high school students engaged in preparation planning. K-12 Learning Coach University offers families a way to connect with other families across the nation on support topics to help organize, structure, and motivate our families through a successful school year. And then the K-12 national competitions give students a chance to compete with other students for top honors and recognition. Now on to the next slide. We want to make sure you and your student have what you need to be successful. We value your feedback and provide regular opportunities to answer super short surveys that will be emailed to you at various points of the year. So these are sent from K-12, not from Insight, but they reflect your Insight School of Minnesota experience. These student first check-ins will continue next school year. Each survey should take less than a minute to complete and will help us better support you and your student. The Pulse Check program identifies families who may need additional support and informs the development of relevant programming and resources for students and parents. Please note that we will continue this program in the next year and encourage you to leverage this additional support. To those of you who have already answered these surveys, thank you. Your important feedback is valued and helping us better serve your family and the larger community of learners. FAST will also continue into the next school year. The FAST program is designed to help students stay on track through early interventions, wraparound supports, and engagement strategies. FAST helps students work through non-academic issues in order to restore the student to educational process. FAST creates a positive, welcoming, and supportive school environment during onboarding and throughout the year that allow a range of opportunities for parental involvement. Just a note here, being a learning coach is a partner with us in your student's education. FAST develops community partnerships in order to better support students and families with social, emotional, and medical issues. FAST kind of helps foster the student connectedness and nurture student motivation. So your family's plans for the 2018-2019 school year. It has been brought to my attention that Families will not see the re-registration tab in their account until April 9th or the week of April 9th. So now's kind of a good time to just start having those conversations with your student and families with what your plans are for the next school year. You are going to be able to select one of the following options. One is re-registering, which means you know your student will be returning with us in the fall. Not registering, which means your student will not be returning, and that can be for various reasons, whether you're moving out of state, going into a different school program, or returning to a brick and mortar school, or other reasons. And then another option is to click undecided, which means your decision about returning has not been made yet. I encourage you, if you are going to choose undecided, just know that the decision does have to be made before June. So our support staff and teachers will probably be reaching out to you to check in on whether that decision has been made. So once this tab is available, you will log into your Learning Coach account, and how you do that, you go to k12.com. In the upper right corner, you will see OLS Login. You'll click on that, enter your Learning Coach username and password, not your students. If you have forgotten your Learning Coach username and password, there's an option to click Forgot Username and Forgot Password. That will be sent to your email. If you are still having complications, you can contact K12 Customer Care, and their number is on the k12.com website. Once you do successfully get into your Learning Coach account, you will see in your homepage a tab that says Re-Register for Fall, and that is going to be underneath the Announcements tab. You will click on Re-Register for Fall, follow the instructions, and then that will lead you to select one of those three options. If you have any questions or concerns regarding this, you can contact our head of school, John Huber. His email and phone number with extension are up on the board. If you have questions regarding your students' credits, course options, graduation progress, expected graduation date, or summer school, you can contact Samantha Edam, who is our school counselor. Her email and phone and extension are up on the board. If you have any other questions regarding this, you can contact me if you're not sure who to go to. I would be happy to direct you to the person that can best answer your questions. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening to this slide, and we hope to see you for the 2018-2019 school year at Insight School of Minnesota. Have a great day.